He had what, like 3 all-state or
Yeah,
all-county, like, just crazy accomplishments, but how could he go, I think, unranked out of
Yep.
high school? And, like, what did you guys think about that, and how did y'all navigate that to get him into college, knowing that he
That
had all this talent and all these accolades, but still getting overlooked?
the you want me to the way I look at it, his older brother,
I know how he looked
his
at it.
his older brother went to St. Ed's, which is a big Division 1 school in Cleveland, and
Mhm.
he played hockey for them, and they've won state championships in football. And Gabriel's all his friends played hockey. There was two Catholic schools. They either went to one or the other, basically. Gideon played a different sport, so more of his friends were out this way. Because I asked him about if he was interested in going there, to a bigger school, and he wanted to be, in his hometown.
He said
And that,
no.
in my opinion, because we'd go and I watched during COVID, we watched St. Ed's play Medina when they had Aller for Medina, the kid that went to Penn State,
Mhm.
and I stood there and watched, and I knew Gideon was as good as those players. Maybe not as big as some of them, but it's just where you go up here anyway. To me, it's where you go to school,
Yeah.
because you get all the recognition.
Yep.
But that was tough. That was tough.
Yeah, because a lot of the teams that year, a lot of schools, even conferences, they just canceled everything, and
Mhm.
they just condensed ours. And we're what, Division 5 or something. It's a tiny school. We're
Yeah.
just
But yeah, and it was after COVID, and it was still, I mean, kind of just a rough period. But he was, you know, a lot of Division 2 schools. But then Dayton, when he went down to Dayton and met the coach, I mean, he fell in love with that coach. God, he fell in love with that coach right away. And
Yeah.
he's like, I'm going to Dayton. I mean, and he loved Dayton. He actually, I mean, he had a blast down there. And but I knew
Hmm.
I knew he wanted more. Like that wasn't. He did not plan on staying there,
Right.
but he was gonna. He had something to show. I knew what he was doing. He's like, this is not where I'm gonna stay. I am gonna show these people because, people want to see, a linebacker. They want to see someone a lot. They're looking for height. They're looking for, and he's
Right.
not the typical linebacker height. And that's, I think, had a lot to do with it. But when you put him out there, he may as well be 6'5"
Yeah.
because that's how he
Exactly.
plays. He can see what's coming. He knows what's coming, and he's all there. I mean, you can watch every play, and he knows exactly what's going on. He can see it
Mhm.
coming before anybody else can, and he proved that. He proved that um, during his time at Dayton. His first year, I mean, he redshirted, but the next 2 years, especially his junior year, I mean, he played his butt off, proved himself. I mean, went on to a mag school, became a captain, and I mean, I think he showed who he was. I mean, he's like, this is who I am. I'm better than this is me. You all missed out on me. I'm
Mhm.
here.
Right.
He had something to prove, and he proved himself. And I'm really proud of him. He did not give up. And that's something every year since I can't even remember how old he was, probably sixth grade, seventh grade,
Make
every
his
single
list.
year he would have a list. A scrap paper didn't matter. He'd write a list, a set of goals. Sometimes there'd be 5, 10, 20, and he'd put it up. He'd just tape it to his wall.
Yeah.
And these are what I'm going to do this year. And every single year he would make sure he accomplished every single goal. And I knew because Mac was one of them. He wanted to get to a Mac team, and that was his goal, for senior year. He didn't get it, and that made him hungrier. He was just
Yeah.
he's going to get he was I knew he would get there. And I'm just so proud of him. He worked so hard. He worked so hard to get there. And he didn't, not just, while he's at school, or he comes home and he will train at 2 different facilities. He's training with his old trainer from high school. He's going to T3 where I see Shadur's at, in Avon. I mean, he's training nonstop. He does not stop. He hasn't stopped since he was, oh my gosh, probably 8 years old. I mean, he wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and he does not stop. He
Ready
just
to
does
go.
not stop. That's just who he is. That's who he is. And I love that about him. I wish I could be more like him.
Yeah.
I really do. And as far as, just being, naming him captain, I was so proud of him because he is a great leader. And he is all about team. He is not about the individual. He is about everybody on the team. And I love that about him too. He's just a great kid. He's a great leader. And I know that he's going to really do a lot for that team. I mean, he's so excited to be there. He's so grateful. And he loves Prime. He loves Dion. And that's a whole nother story that we haven't gotten into.
Right.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. That's a good story too. But
my wife's a big fan of Dion's also, ever since we were young.
Oh yeah.
We got to talk about it.
Oh, all right. When we were dating, when Gideon was playing for the Braves, we were down in Cincinnati, and so a group of us went to a game.
A lot of us, like 15.
Yeah, and we're
Riverfront in the Stadium in Cincinnati.
We're in the bleachers, and everyone's warming up, and we're trying to get
I need a ball from
the
Dion.
guys to throw us a ball, and they're not having it. And she walks down, and she's
I'm
yelling, and I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Gideon and Marvin Freeman. He just, like, there was a ball laying right by the wall. He just tossed it up to her. Her brother still has it.
Yeah, I got it. I'm like, yes. I was so excited to get that ball. I was like, and then I had to give it to my brother because my brother is like, that's like his favorite player in the world. So I gave it to my brother. He still has it in his office.
Yeah.
And he went to the visit.
He came to the visit
with Gideon,
when we were there.
and he actually got to meet him. So that was pretty cool.
That is very cool right there.
Yeah.
How many stories have we heard like that?
The plane.
Just with Coach Prime and these new players and the parents and just manifesting or just divine events, all type of situations, man.
And
I got a personal connection to that story.
Yeah.
The plane, after that, I was like, oh, whoa. I'm like, this is your destiny.
When Gideon called me, he said, "You're not going to believe, who just walked by me." I'm like, "Did you get his autograph?" And he was like, "No." I'm like, "Why?" And he was like, "Dad, I can't do that." I'm like, "Okay." And then he said that he had talked to his agent, and his agent's like, "Well, if you don't talk to him, I'm dropping you." So that's why Gideon went up to him and talked to him on the plane.
But what are the chances, like, of him?
Nothing cool like that ever happens to me when I'm in an airport,
Yeah, no kidding.
I get stuck next to the people complaining, or they're not happy about something, and not him. So I guess it's just karma.
Yeah, it was meant to be, for sure.
Well, that good is on your kids then. All right. Next Prime Parents is next week, Tuesday. We have the mother of JoJo Williams, the wide receiver. JoJo Williams. Yes, indeed. Right here on Prime Parents. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's run that up. You understand me? And we'll be right here next week. Prime Parents, JoJo Williams, it's Big Dog Chico, Uncle Niggly. Till next time, we're going to get up and out of this thing. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah, y'all. Let's go.